anything that is prohibited, so please do not do that. We do have Zoom. If people aren't in the room or are on the Zoom call, if they want to raise their hand, if we have enough time, we'll get to those. We have microphones on each side. So we're going to start with an opening statement from Coach Shire, and then we'll go to questions for the student athletes, and then we'll dismiss them and go to questions for Coach. We have sophomore forward Mark Mitchell. We have freshman guard Jared McCain. We will start with an opening statement from Coach.
All right. Well, one, I thought it was a great college basketball game. Great tournament game. We knew going in Vermont, John Becker, his staff, the job they've done. We knew it was going to be a battle, and I thought they but I thought they made some really tough shots at the end of the first half. The beginning of the second half, they made a great run. I thought our response was what I'm really proud of. And literally, I could go down the line with each of these guys that stepped up and made big shots, big rebounds, but really big defensive stops. To hold them to 47 points, they're tough, man. They spread you, they drive you, they post you. And just thought it was a terrific job by these guys and showing a lot of toughness, a lot of heart, and really proud of this win.
We're going to take questions for the student athletes. We're going to start in the aisle on row 2 with John. This side. Yep.
For both players, John Vanza from Fox Sports. You guys, as Coach just said, you responded there, and you held them scoreless for over 4 minutes to close the game. Can you speak on how you guys locked in defensively and just relied on that end of the floor to really lock them down and pull out this win?
Let's start with Mark, and then we'll go to Jared.
Yeah, obviously they hit some shots there in the middle of the second half and went on a run. We just tried not to panic. We went back to the huddle, just fixed some things in our communication and just try to lock in and dig down deep and get stops. That's what we've been talking about the last week when it gets in these tight moments to just go deeper and get stops, and we did that.
Yeah, I thought we had really good poise down the stretch. Like he said, they hit tough shots sometimes, but we stayed poised. And we worked on it all week to get defensive stops. Defense is going to win us these games. We have the talent for offense. It's going to be defense.
Other side of the aisle, staying in row 2. Go ahead.
Jared and Mark, Michael Lewis, Blue Devil Illustrated. Congrats on the win. Kyle has been such a huge focal point of the offense. Tonight he only took one shot, didn't make a field goal. They were doing a lot of double teaming on him. How about the effort that you guys showed, and how did you guys overcome the fact that he wasn't really able to do what he normally does tonight?
Yeah, I got to give a huge shout out to Flip. He's the one that got me these open shots. So even though it doesn't show on the stat sheet, even if I miss some of those shots, he won us a lot of those plays, those possessions. I got a lot of love for Flip when he finds me outside the post.
Yeah, obviously I didn't know he only had 3 points. I thought he affected the game. His passing was great. His rebounding was great. Just he did what it took to win. He played good defense for most of the game and just affected the game every way. And we ran our offense through him, and he got us good looks and open shots, so that's all we could ask for.
We'll come here in the front row on this side of the room, and then we'll stay in row 1 at the end here.
Hey guys, with the Duke Chronicle. Can you both talk a little bit about how it feels to play at the Barclays Center, and Jared for your first March Madness and Mark for your second?
Start with Mark and go to Jared again this time.
It's great. Obviously, playing at Duke, we get to play in the Garden. Barclays is a first for me, and it's just a special place, obviously. It hasn't been open for the longest amount of time, but just the moments. Just being in New York City, just the basketball culture, and just being able to be here and play in an arena like this, one of the cooler arenas I've been to, is just really special.
Yeah, I was just super excited to even just play out there. Always grateful for the moment. Every time I step on the floor, especially this is March Madness. I've been watching this since I was a kid, so to even be playing in it is a blessing. So I'm just happy we were able to get the win, and
We'll go stay in this side of the room at the end, row 3. Go ahead.
For the players, Tom Merriam, AP Radio. Do you feel you're building some momentum with this victory?
We'll go to Jared and then Mark this time.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like a lot of people, kind of out, obviously, the past 2 losses we had, but I feel like we were playing our best basketball versus Virginia. Like Jeremy said, stay on that side, but I think we have some momentum, and when we get stops and we play defense, we can win a lot of games.
Yeah, I think anytime you can get a nitty-gritty win like that, helps your team, helps your camaraderie, and helps your togetherness. And I think we're just going to use that. going forward the rest of the weekend and to help us.
Any more questions for the student athletes? Okay, you guys are excused. We'll see you on Sunday.
Good job, guys. I'll try.
All right, we'll take questions for Coach Shire. We'll come back to the middle here. Row 2, both sides. We'll start on the far side from me, and then we'll go to the other side. Go ahead.
John Fanta from Fox Sports. Can you reflect on the poise of Jared? First NCAA tournament game. We're seeing freshmen across the country. It's not easy for every one of them, yet he made it look easy for large periods of the night. How proud are you of the way that he played?
Well, Jared is, one, I'm not surprised by what he did. You know, Jared is, he's built differently. He just is, he's made for these moments, in my opinion. And, you know, look, I don't think there's one way you can skin a cat with how you put together a team to win. And, you know, I believe in this group that we have. And obviously, you know, do I wish Kayla was out there and we had some injuries with Christian Reeves and Jaden Shute, of course. But I believe in this group. And, you know, you have a guy in Jared who just does, he's, like some of the shots he hit, the one, I think they cut it to 2, and he hit the 3 to go up 5. That was maybe the biggest shot of the game. And he's not fazed by it. He's not fazed by anything. And I'm just really proud of his effort and just him being different.
Go across the aisle, staying in row 2.
Hey, John. Michael Lewis, Blue Devil Illustrated. Jalen Blakes hasn't played a ton in the last couple months and then got called on tonight and gave you big minutes in the first half. What did you see out of him and how well he played tonight?
Well, I thought Jalen gave us a boost. You know, like you could feel him on the court. You know, his defensive intensity. He knows what he's doing. I'm sure he would want back those opportunities in transition in the full court. But to me, that doesn't define how hard and how well he played. Like, he gave us a big lift there. And we just felt like we needed we needed to inject some energy into our team. You know, and Jalen's given that to us in the past. We need our bench, Ryan, obviously Sean has been there, and TJ, just to stay ready. And it can be a little bit on who you're playing against and matchups, but also just we need that energy, and Jalen brought it.
We'll stay on that side of the aisle in row 4.
Ruben from Newsday. John, obviously, it's a bad ending for Long on his night,
Yeah.
you know, getting helped off. Proctor's defense on him during the game, I mean, holding him 9 points below his average, he's their leading scorer. How nice a job do you feel like Proctor did with him, and how big a part of your defensive strategy was that?
Well, look, obviously Long is a key to their team. He's their leading scorer, but his shooting is scary. And, you know, like, I don't think Tyrese necessarily gets the attention he deserves for his defense. Like, he's a big-time defender. And, you know, we're fortunate Long had a couple good looks that he missed, but also the effort, you know, that you have to have for an entire possession, because the way they move and screen and cut, it's unorthodox and it's difficult to defend.
We'll come to this side in front of me in row 3. Just raise your hand real quick so we can see. Go ahead.
Hey, John. Jordan Ronan from ESPN. What do you make of your leading scorer having one shot in a game? And are you right if that's the case moving forward, if you have to do that as well?
You know, I'm glad you asked that question, because Flip, so many guys get caught up in stats. And so many, you know, especially young players, it can be about scoring. And look, he's our leading scorer. You know, he led us in assists during conference. He's led us in rebounding. He does so much for our team. But for him to be such a willing passer, and we have so much shooting on the floor, I thought it was just a big-time game by him, to be honest with you. And it's a lesson for any high school player that's trying to make it. You know, like, he impacted the game, taking one shot. He's rebounding. I should have said it with those guys up here, but I thought our guards screwed him a little bit. I thought they missed some open shots too. You know, he ended up with 4 assists. I thought it could have been more. But just really proud of him. And he competed the whole game. And so, again, do we need to give him more shots? Yes. But tonight I thought he made some great reads.
We'll take one more question for Coach if there is one. We'll go here in the front on this side of the room on the aisle.
Herbert Delancey, BSTM. Coach, how great was it to have the atmosphere, although it's not Cameron Indoor Stadium, for your fans to travel up here to New York and Brooklyn, New York, to support your team?
I thought our fans were incredible. You know, we felt it from the beginning. And, you know, one of the things when you get in these, the first round game at least, maybe the second round game as well, but you have, when you're the first game, it can feel like it's not full because you still have other teams that are playing after us. They have tickets as well. And so what happens is all of a sudden halfway through the game, you feel it even more. And so when a team is making a run, especially, I don't think the other teams are rooting for us, but you know, that's the feeling that I get sometimes. But our fans were incredible, and I thought it was an electric environment. You know, to have the tournament here in New York, in Brooklyn, I think is a great thing. And you know, our fans travel as well as anybody in the country. So we need everybody back on Sunday, and can't wait for this opportunity.
Coach, we appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you
We'll
very
see
much.
on Sunday.
Thank you.